Cadence of Hyrule is a small Zelda indie that was released a few years ago, but this game does not get nearly enough recognition. I got this game a couple of months ago and have slowly played through its multiple stories and modes. And my gosh, is it a fun game. I had such a good time playing through it that I had to make a video on it. So sit back and relax as I talk about this hidden gem of a Zelda game. The music in this game is phenomenal. Each remix is unique and does a great job of honoring the original song while putting a Crypt of the Necrodancer spin onto it. I even listened to some of them while making this video. The songs get more intense as they progress, which makes battling large hordes of enemies even more satisfying. There are even multiple versions of each remix that you can switch between in the menu. I would definitely recommend giving some of them a listen after finishing this video. The link to the best ones will be in the description. Just like in Crypt of the Necrodancer, Cadence of Hyrule has you moving and attacking enemies at the beat of the music. But this time there's an overworld, much like previous 2D Zelda games like Link to the Past. You travel around this world looking for 4 magical instruments to unlock the door to the castle. Each instrument is locked inside a dungeon. In each dungeon, you'll fight your way through many enemies until you eventually get to the boss. Each boss has a heckin' good soundtrack, but Glockenspiel's is definitely the best. If you die at any point in your playthrough, you will lose a big chunk of your items. Not any main items or weapons, but instead rupees, buff items, shovels, and torches. This puts a lot more pressure on the game and therefore makes low HP situations even more stressful and important. Though in my experience, it never got to the point where I wanted to put the game down. There are also a huge variety of weapons and items that are at your disposal. For weapons, you can choose between different short swords, broadswords, daggers, flails, spears, and long swords. Each has a different range, damage value, and buff. Most of the items come from previous Zelda games, like the boomerang and hookshot. There are also 11 different characters that can be used, 6 of which come in the DLC package. This provides many ways to experience and enjoy the game. Even though this game is shorter than most Zelda games, it has so much more replayability. There are 2 different stories that you can play through, and 9 different modes, some of which come in DLC. Some of these modes include a permadeath mode, a randomized mode, a dungeon mode, and a fixed beat mode where you don't have to move to the music. There's also an extra story that comes in DLC, and it is arguably better than the main story. And every time you make a new game, there will be a new randomly generated map. This keeps the game fresh and makes speedruns more enjoyable. There's also a daily challenge that you can try out every day. Thanks for watching to the end. Zelda hasn't had any news lately, so sorry there hasn't been much content on my channel, but there should be more coming soon. So if you enjoy Zelda content, make sure to subscribe. And if you aren't entirely sure you would enjoy Cadence of Hyrule, or just want to see what it's all about, go check out the demo and let me know what you think. And as always, this has been Simply Zelda.